Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to What Happened to the Camera? Warden, what happened to the camera? Okay, anyways. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to TUSSLE THRIVE Call of Duty Mobile India. This is Cali down here with Warden. We're bringing you guys the hot pack action for today, and you don't want to miss this action out because we got 3 games today, and we got Vitality again displaying their team, and I'm looking forward to that here today.
Yeah, I'm looking forward for everything here, Cali. I mean, accelerate, and this is something that might just be exhilarating here for me because Vitality and Accelerate was able to dominate the show yet on yesterday's run as well. Now we take a look at the official run for schedule. It is going to be Anthem up against Galaxia 5 here on the first match. Second is going to go to Anthem once again and Rhapsody. Last but not the least, we got Vitality and Accelerate.
Obviously, this is going to be back-to-back matches for Anthem. That's going to be tough for them. Yesterday, they took a lot of losses, and it's just going to be great for them to be back here to try to prove themselves back into it. And hopefully, we get to have an amazing match on that match number 3 today, because Vitality and Accelerate, they will be the heavy matchup where you got a Vitality squad that is ever surging, and Accelerate who prove it themselves yesterday that they can defeat a god like Griffin, and let's see if that's going to happen here today once again. But before all that, let's take a look at our standing here and see what's up, right? Because we got our results yesterday. That was our result yesterday. We're looking at our schedule. I mean, our standing will be showing it to you guys later on. Oh my god, this has just been pretty feisty for us. But for now, we got Anthem playing here. They got Sinachi, Dude, Sundance, Wiz, and Legacy.
I mean, I had a bit of high expectations here for this very squad, but come again, it wasn't really shown at best on yesterday's run. Moving over, for the other side of the spectrum, come again, they are up against Galaxia 5. Galaxia 5 is pretty promising, for a moment or so. And this is going to be the lineup here that they're going to be having. It's going to be Rogue, Smitty, Prime, Lyric, Kira, and Disparity.
And honestly, for a team like Galaxia 5, right, they did show up pretty great yesterday. Smitty was one of those players that really knows how to get it done. But more specifically for me, Lyric, he was really giving so much a hard time up against the team that they faced yesterday. And it's just all about finding that kind of consistency here and your ability to play those hard points, because your hard point was kind of lacking yesterday. That was the only thing that really gave you a lot of trouble in winning rounds. So if you can fix that one, that might just be a big opportunity for them to absolutely crush the show here. But it will be going down to how ready they are, because the game that they're going to be playing here on their first game happens to be quite a disadvantage for the other squad, right? Because there is going to only be a 4v5 here, and Galaxia 5 is going to have a +1 on the numbers, so they're gonna have to make full use of that here.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta absolutely agree with you here for a Lyric. I mean, this guy is a bomber. This guy goes out with a banger quite a lot, and hard point factor has to be said. They can really double it down in regards to their power for hardpoint, then yes, this is looking to be somewhat of a promising squad as well. Now, I'm not so certain what can we predict here for the maps and modes, as soon enough we're about to talk about it as well. And this is kind of like the leading factor in regards to how far a series can go, and looking like we are going to be getting hardpoint, Hackney Yard, Search and Destroy Corona, Metropolis, and Control Raid. I mean, all eyes on the first 2 maps here, Cali.
It's going to be a very interesting match here, because a 4v5 on Hackney Yard, that's going to be pretty bad, right? So hopefully that does not fall through their hands, and this is just going to be them being ready to play a 4v5 if you are Anthem, because it's just going to be a big gunfight here. You're obviously down by 1 man, and that's 1 less area on the map that you're gonna have to cover. So you're gonna have someone to do God's work and be able to find 2 threats for 1 every time. So hopefully they do got what it takes to bring the action here up against Galaxia 5 on this 4v5 board and take it over.
Hardpoint Acting Yard is going to be pretty tough, as you want to say. Come again, it's a 4v5 here. Anthem is going to be put into a discrepancy and big advantage here for a set of Galaxia 5. So I'm just hoping for the love of Call of Duty Mobile competitiveness that Anthem might just be able to do something up as we get to see the first sense of engagements here up inside of the hill. It's going to be Anthem actually doubling things down here instead of the hard point. And they are going to be able to get the first wave locked in. Galaxia 5 going to be put to trail.
I mean, honestly, all you have to do is stack inside a hard point. I think that's the only way for you to win this. Game 5 definitely will look to try to play with a lot more presence here. They're going to have the spawns for next. That will be nice, but you want to have at least some sort of control here to just fully stop the momentum to snowball in the hands of Anthem earlier, because you know this is going to be a team that's capable, right? You got Sundance, you got Sinachi in there. They can really light it up in the gunfight once to give them a pretty good start on the map. But G5, you know, having a lot of members, again, they can just play for trades every time on this 4v5 situation. So that's going to be the last 15 seconds that will be in their hands.
A lot of things are pretty much expected here for the set of Galaxia 5. Come again, you guys have 5 players, literally 5, under the banner of Galaxia, and Anthem is not supposed to even put up a fight at all. I mean, Anthem was struggling quite a lot with a full squad, let alone having only 4. Looking like it's about to start to go for a snowball here. I mean, all Galaxia 5 has to do is sustain this first wave of gunfights, force the sponsor towards the bottom side, and maybe till then we can kind of get to see a bit more clearance and control here for a set of Galaxia 5, and it's looking to be pretty precisely happening here as they have been able to sustain the first 2 waves.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one. Honestly, it's just going to be pretty rough for you, especially to have this players just scramble around the map and just try to make some breaks work for your squad, right? And honestly, that's the thing with Anthem right now. They're just kind of scrambling. They don't really got those 3-stack push. There's 2-stack push on this P2, and that's expected because of how pretty terrible this map really it is. Well, you don't have this when you don't have the early rotation. And Game 5, taking bigger picture, they take a monohill on this P2. Look at that lead just being grown, and Smitty already with an EMP system, so that's going to be useful as you do have your war machine already locked into play. Once you activate that, trope systems are down, and you can just find the break inside of that hard point easily.
I mean, 2 operators are well ready for investment here for the set of Galaxia 5. But, you know, fortunately for the set of Anthem, they are able to, you know, get the first heave of contestment here up inside of this hill. They do have the control here for the back spawns. And that is going to be VVV trying to hold it down, but unfortunately, Disparity finds the kill. And, well, Galaxia 5 still lacking the pressure here up inside, so still a 50-50 battle, and Anthem is not doing too shabby at all, not until we get to see the break.
Okay, now, Smitty, again, he's just 8 spree, right? He's just soaking every kill that he can find in the feed, and it's just going to be how you might expect it to be, right? I mean, it's just flanking the off angle, holding the L wall on this P1 is that power position that you want to hold on to this P3 pwn booth. But they all get flushed down. Nice shots coming in for Legacy and Sundance, but not for long, right? Again, the raids are inevitable. You're going to have to feel that pain, and this is where you try to bring it, right? Anthem, we saw them Warden. They only had 5 players on their roster where it's supposed to have 6, just to have 1 player to back you up just in case emergency things happens, right? And they don't really have that one in their lineup today. And just that's the kick in the face, right? That you're really gonna have to experience, and hopefully they do get to work around it later on because they got 2 games today, Warden.
I mean, Galaxia 5 has 6 players, so we're not bringing this up of Galaxia 5 to Anthem. I'm kidding. But, you know, it's just going to be a terrible showing here for a set of Anthem. I mean, you can't really expect quite a lot. Come again, it is a 4v5. And, I mean, Galaxia 5 was not really the most promising in hardpoint, but obviously, given the factor that they are putting into an advantage, they are just going to be able to make the most out of it. And as we get to see, Purifier's Claw is going to be out here for the set of Galaxia 5. They go for the spray down, they find Legacy outside, and that is going to be Rogue finding the kill as well. Back and forth trades, tries to come in, but bulk of the kill is going to go to the way of Galaxia 5. But in respondment, Anthem is going to go for that early rotation as well up inside of the next hill. So hopefully this time around, they can withstand and put a bit more, you know, pressure inside of the hill. Maybe till then we can see much more of a closer fight, but enough to be said, Galaxia 5 now about to enter the 180-point mark. Callie?
they can really find those eliminations, right? Lyric is going to have himself that shot inside that will break inside the point. And Vivi going to go down. No value on those operators from the side of Anthem. And they're going to feel the wrath of the attacks from Galaxia 5 in all angles. And that's just going to be able to put this one to an end. But a little bit more, you know, contest that we're seeing for Anthem this time around on this P4. That's going to be huge signs of life as you have been terrible in the first 4 hills.
I mean, that is about time for them to enter the 50-point mark, cut it down to just, you know, 2/3 of the way through. And Galaxia 5 now here doesn't really have the formation anymore to go for another push. They're just going to be feeding off the momentum here for the set of Anthem. And looking like we are about to go back now to P number 1. And it's going to be Galaxia 5 here on the trail. But looking like they win the first 2 casualties as well off the rotation. So it's still going to be like a 1 step forward, 2 steps back perhaps situation here for the set of Anthem. For a moment or so, they are going to be able to take the lead, but we don't really have much numbers into the competition. It's just so hard to maintain the momentum that they were able to build up.
I agree with you on that one. So mid 7-8, 184 will be the scoreline. Again, that will be a break inside the hill there for Legacy. I mean, you need someone to help him there because G5 just about to flood this one once again. Oh boy, this is not looking good, right? They are just getting traded every time. There's no chance for them to score any money hill because of that last player, right? That extra player that they're missing. That's the only thing that's keeping them in trouble here in this matchup right now. Sundance will not be bringing in the claw. Shots are going to be fired. And oh boy, 20 seconds. Right, you gotta need this one just to avoid a 100-point club. Now, if you can chain this P1 into a P2, if you can break that next hard point where you have game 5 early on rotation, you might just be able to bounce back from this.
Very impressive here for Anthem to actually reach the 100-point mark. Come again, though, a lot of resources here are left to be invested for the set of Galaxia 5. There is going to be 3 operators already locked in to just get put into the mixture of the fight. And come again, the EMP is still waiting to be used as well by the set of Smitty. And Anthem, they're going to be forced to wave down to Narnia. Galaxia 5 does more than enough time to close out the deal here. EMP is now dropped. 3 operators still in it for a show. Make it 4 more. I mean, 4 exactly as Lyric just dropped that War Machine as well to try to zone things up here from the front side. And Anthem here is just struggling to put their foothold here inside of the hill.
Yeah, Equalizer is just going to be pushing this one through. 13 eliminations for Rogue. And oh boy, not looking good here at all. It's just dominance here that we're seeing. And it's not really what you kind of expect for a first match of the day. You're kind of leaning into much of a pretty solid, back-to-back fights on a 4v5, but on a 5v5. But here, it's just, again, the story being one team just being handicapped of that one player, and that's going to be a bad start here for the side of Anthem. Galaxia 5 takes the win, 250 to 110. That's going to be a nice punish for them. That's going to be them with 1-0 on the score.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much well expected. I wasn't really expecting totally the fact that Anthem was still able to reach a 100-point mark in this very scenario. And come again, just how much more as well if only they had a complete squad. Not to be said, it is what it is. G2G's well played. Smitty's going to be your MVP for this very game, dropping 19 kills. Not going to be the most high killing game out there. But Sundance, though, was able to be on par as well, dropping 26. So it's not too shabby, not too bad at all.
Yeah, and it's just that extra player again. That's going to be the freaking narrative of this game, right? No extra player means you're going to have a bad game, right? I don't think there was ever
disparity.
Yeah, the disparity. Yes, that's how you highlight it. Disparity, man.
Yeah, now you move over now. Got finished. We got to finish hardpoint acting, or just right there. Moving over to Search and Destroy Corona Metropolis. And, talking about the bans here, Anthem to take away firing range alongside takeoff. Galaxia 5 finds the means to put out Tunisia and Express. Well, Control, I don't think it's going to be a topic that we're bound to talk about. I mean, man, it's just really the numbers game here for Search and Destroy. Every round is going to be a 4v5, and you can't really expect a lot. I mean, hardpoint could have been possibly doable. I mean, it is a respawn game mode, but come again, rounds after rounds, you deal with a 4v5, and you're just bound to take that L. Not unless, of course, the trades can come out and make immaculate here for Anthem, then that might just be the key factor in how they might just be able to take this map away.
it is going to be a much more slower pace here this time, right? So this should not be a problem for them, and hopefully this is going to be something that they can absolutely find the first bloods in, right? If you're Anthem, you're a 4v5, you can get the first elimination. That's exactly a 4v4 matchup now. That is going to be equalized, but you got to do more than that, right? You cannot afford to let yourself get taken down, or else it's just going to be a big snowball, right? A 5v3 is not looking good in terms of the spacing on the map.
Rana Metropolis is a bit finicky as well. There's a lot of chokeholds. There's a lot of sneaky corners that you can play from. So if that can be used to, to the team, to the squad of Anthem, and we could absolutely see this one through. I mean, the possible format that we could, totally expect Anthem to put up is probably just a 2-2 split. 2 on that A bomb side, 2 on that A side. Just leave that mid map open and just have like one player each from the bomb sides to watch over connectors. Until then, they don't really have to be so cautious about that mid pressure that could come for the side of Galaxia 5.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. Oh my god, right? This is just something that, it really worries me. I hate watching games like this where you got one team does not really have any of their players at all present in the game, and it just totally kills off, the team's aura, because you're kind of expecting this to be able to have so much more of a potential, right? This is something that we expect to be a very close game, but not gonna happen here this time.
There we go. Start of the round here, start of the half, start of the game. It's going to be Galaxia 5 here, starting on the offensive side, and it's going to be your boys Anthem. Going to go for a 3-1 split right from the get-go, but looking like they want to allocate more pressure now here on equal sides. So it's just all going to come down now to whether does Galaxia 5 want to initiate a push to any of the bomb sites. Regardless, there's going to be 2 players watching right around, and we just have to find out which is the stronger bomb site here for the set of Galaxia 5. And clearly, they're going to be funneling now towards B lane. It's going to be one player out already. Now, we get to see all grounds, all equalizes. VV woos, finds Lyric out. It's going to be a 4v4.
Okay, now that's one way for you to start off the round. Honestly, the shot ready for Prime is going to be needed. That head glitch that VV is going to use is now open for grabs for everybody as he gets taken down there. Space already opened up. Looking good. Sundance going to be the next one in line. Shots per Prime not hitting, but disparity there for the trade. They have opened up the B site. They could put that bomb down in there, but that will be Anthem on rotation. Might just be able to attack disparity, but just too good there is disparity. Sinachi gets taken down.
Oh, pretty doable here for the set of Legacy. What kind of Legacy do you want to put up? Let's go find out. Bomb's going to get planted here by Rogue. Disparity's going to be watching this mid side down. They check out. They find one. Sprays out. Finds the kill. I'm going to go for the reset. No trace whatsoever here for the set of Rogue. Legacy now here on the verge of possibly taking the first round here for the set of Anthem. They need this one badly. He's going to get deployed. He doesn't spot Rogue, actually. It's going to be pretty unfortunate. 25 seconds off the clock. Needs to tap the bomb to put the pressure here down in. But Rogue's going to wrap around as well. And I don't think Legacy is going to be expecting this at all. Oh, no. Rogue with an R9. Dropping down. Swan diving. Finds the smackdown. The first round is going to go to the way of Galaxia 5.
And that's just rough right there, man. And yeah, there was a great opening pick that you just saw there, right? There was a shot there made by Sundance. Sinachi was there as well to equalize the numbers, make it a 4v4, but it was just rough for them, at least when it comes to finding that extra adjustment. You see it on the defense right now, right? They got a 1-1-2 split where it's supposed to be a 2-1-2 split where you got an extra guy holding down the highway on the up street, I mean. But again, with that last player not really there for you, you're just gonna have to look for ways to be creative and maybe able to get 2 birds with 1 stone. And Legacy's here on a tight corner, right? Finds one with the LCAR-9, but Smitty there at the very back to find an elimination. And that will be your boys from Game 5. Taking it away here so far, it's 5-1.
Game 5. 1v4. Sundance. Throw some moves. Sprays down. Finds Prime. Can he find another one? Yes, he can! Then he goes down, but Rogue with an R9. Once more, getting the last and final blood to take down. That's going to be them going 2 rounds in a row for Damn. Oh, wow. I mean, come again, this is well expected. But these rounds are getting closer and closer here, Cali.
Yep. But again, it's not close because you're starting with a 4v5, early advantage for you. So the only way for you to win this is to try to slam it. And this one is going to be a nice attack for them. You get the first blood. Now it's a 4v4 situation. You just hard slam that Kurhana Avenue. Now you got Galaxia 5 just gonna be a bit of a trouble here. Disparity though finds the 2 kills. Taking down Legacy and Vivi. Almost a 3-piece for him, but now it gets denied. Loving this way of attack that you're seeing right now for Anthem though. 2v2 situation. Sundance and Sinachi, they are holding the bomb hostage right exactly at the middle of where they are trying to look to hold this one. This is going to be rough for Galaxia 5 to make a push on this area, knowing that you're kind of spread apart. Smitty just all the way at the A site. Well, you got your teammate just at the courtyard for now, but timing is everything. And Sundance there to take down Smitty. A high chance for Anthem to win this.
But first round, nonetheless, Lyric, which is obviously notable for clutching rounds after rounds up, is going to be put to a hard mission to go for a 1v2 up against Nochi and Sundance. Sundance has been the immaculate killer. He's able to drop 4 so far, leading the squad, leading the lobby here for the elimination alongside Disparity. Does pick up the bomb as well. Decides to make a bar here towards his mid-map. Checks around, looking like he wants to go for the B bomb side push instead, which already Sinochi is going to be pretty near, around the vicinity. So 20 seconds left on the clock. Could go for an extension as well. This time around, could tick up against the factor against Anthem for this one. 10 seconds left. Gonna go for it. Do they hear the bomb? Looking like they do. And now it's gonna be a 1v2 continuously. Let's see what can Lyric do. He finds one, sprays down. Double trial, not gonna be availed. Gonna go for a massive spray down once more, but the chase space transfer doesn't really connect. And that's gonna be the first round here for the side of Anthem.
And it started with them just bomb rushing, right? Attacking the Kurhana Avenue. And once that happened, right, it's equal 4v4. Even better that the bomb was dropped by the initial guy that they took the elimination on, and it just snowballed from there. Now, they can just do the exact same thing this time on a different area on the map, and that could be at the B site here this time. So, let's see if that's going to be able to work for them so far. Seems like they're just going to have to play it to hold. They're just going to have to play a hold of a lifetime, right? They're going to try to stack the B site, kind of leave that A side very open, as well as that court there to be utilized by this Galaxia 5 team to rotate on and just get that A plant. They really want to filter these players. And this shot right here for Vivi goes huge. Prime is running away. Should be able to get that chase. He's not going to go for it. Almost a 4v4 here at the first 40 seconds, but they're going to take their chances. They're going to keep it patient, Sir Warden.
See, 4v5 coming in, losing track of time here for the set of Galaxia 5. They want to go for a push on this A bomb side, and only one player here is going to be holding this one down. Legacy finds himself out already. Galaxia 5 finds an opener here for this A bomb side, and no one's going to be right around. So the rest of the players from the side of Anthem is going to go for the bite here for the rotation. Going to be pushing up here, all three here from spawn. Nade's going to get deployed. Rogue finds another one. Sundance finds Rogue out. Trades come in. Prime goes out as well. Now going to be a 3v2, making a 2v2. Vivi coming out huge from the flank. Disparity goes down. And now it's going to be Lyric here all alone. Bomb's going to be too far apart. Vivi now holding his angle down here from the back. Gets the kill. Lyric finds one. Pushing it down to a 1v1, 15 seconds left on the clock, needs to move in quick.
Needs to get that bomb picked up and planted, right? They only got no seconds left here. Sundance is going to have the Type 19 in hand. He's spraying. Lyric hears it. He's going to stick it. He needs to find the elimination, but Sundance, Stickers lays up. He's way too quick. He cannot be chased. And no matter what the disadvantage is for the boys from Anthem, they are going to be able to have that win right there to make this 4 rounds just equally, you know, taking 2 rounds each, right? So now it's just going to be them still with 2 more rounds to play on the defensive side. If they can just do the same exact thing where they just try to hold down the B side, just let these players make that attack at the A side work for them, that should be able to give them an opportunity to win this.
3v5 still. Nade's gonna get dropped. Dropping down. Can we see a bit of a push here as well here from player 3 Legacy? I lose my I got a EMP here, Callie, and looking like we're back in action once more. And they're about to make a drastic push here towards the A bomb site with no heaving contestment whatsoever, all because of Legacy pushing up. So hey, that should be a plant here already for the side of Galaxia 5.
All right, let's see what's going to be happening here. Right now, Legacy is just going to be trying to hit the shots. Finds one, gets the second. Nice attack there to cover the flank. And now they have made it a doable 4v3 situation for them. And yep, it's going to be Sundance as well as Vivi. They're going to be playing the long route on Kurhana Avenue while they got Sinachi just going to try to slam through the front. Galaxia 5 only got themselves 3 players left here. Prime finds the first one, gets the second. Sinachi cannot win the attack from the front, and Legacy is going to be the last guy standing. And he's got so much angles to worry about. And Galaxia 5 able to take that elimination, making this 3-2 now.
This is just kind of like hard to watch here, Callie. I must say, it's just not really easy to even analyze. You know, you are put to a discrepancy. The best thing you can do is stack towards the bomb side or one side perhaps. Just hope for the best and come out huge like Sundance here. About to go on a tree spree, but Smitty stays alive. Finds the shots to connect. That's all going to come down to Legacy here on a 1v3. The sniper in hand. Bomb's going to get planted as well. Prime's going to go for the challenge. Pulls back. They know exactly where he is. And this should be another easy kill here for the set of Galaxia 5. Should be a double round lead here, perhaps. Nonetheless, Legacy can just be able to go on a spree with a Tundra. But obviously, it's not easy at all. With that being said, first half of the round. I mean, last round of the first half. Already said and done.
4-2 split. I mean, only needing 3 more rounds is Galaxia 5 here. Just to win this series. And the hard part about this Anthem, if they lose this one, they're going to have to play back-to-back games. So hopefully they do have an extra player there for them to worry about. Rogue is going to get taken down. A nice break inside of the B side here. As they clear it, Anthem. She'll be able to put that bomb down, but going to have to tie up the numbers game first. And Sinachi does that exactly. They can just rotate away from this. Just go at the A side, but they're gonna get red on by Lyric, who finds the double to end round number 7 in a blink of an eye. And just like that, Galaxia 5 needing only 2 more round wins to win this.
Yeah, I mean, a round away from match point, and Anthem. I mean, I can tell that they're doing the best that they could. Kills-wise, they're not gonna be too far from each other. It's just that, you know, you really have to rely on getting the first blood first and playing trades right after that. Vivi finds one though, early 4v4. And now we are about to see Vivi coming out huge with a double piece now. Here we go. Anthem now back in track. Bomb's going to get planted as well.
Disparity's going to be looking to try to anticipate the guy that's planting the bomb, but Vivi made the right play there. Finds 3 eliminations here so far. And Legacy to cut off Lyric off the back. Gets one more player, and he does not miss the chance to convert it as well. Nice fight back there for your voice from Anthem, despite having the numbers game not exactly in their favor. They will be able to take it, and it's now a matter of, you know, trying to put yourself ready for those kind of engagements. You needed that shot from Vivi, those 2 kills to open up that B side, paved huge gameplay for you. So let's see if they're going to be able to exactly do the same exact thing here with Legacy here this time. Trying to create that opening pick. Grenade will be lined up over towards A, perfectly cooked, but not enough to score any of these eliminations.
There's really totally no use here for Galaxia 5 to go for too much of a split here. Just barge in all together. Just try to clean up the mess that Anthem put up here for this very series. And now it's going to be a 3v5 as Lyric finds Legacy out. Scopes to scopes. Better sniper here for the set of Lyric. And now it's going to be Anthem here shambling across here towards the mid-map. They want to make a push here perhaps, but Lyric finds another one here. He wants to go in for some more, but the pressure that he is able to put up, enough to put them back. Lyric now finds another one. Sinochi finds the kill. Lyric finds the Couldn't really see an ace. Only 4 players, but was able to clean up the squad single-handedly.
Yep. And oh boy, man, this is just going to be a little bit of a bad stuff for Anthem, right? But again, they're fighting very well. It's just that they needed that extra player, right? Again, for Lyric, he has just been amazing. Not just today, right? Yesterday at League Day 2, League Day 1, they had Lyric actually putting up so much numbers, right? The shots, the sniper, the pistol, was able to find great amounts of eliminations to put this team in a position to win some rounds up against Revenant. But not enough for them to win. But here this time, just needing only one more round to end it and end their day with a big W, 3-6 on our scoreline. A minute and 25 seconds left before the bomb needs to be planted here. And I love it, right? You're just taking your time. You don't really have to make this push at the moment if you're a Legacy and you're just holding down the courtyard. You do have a little bit more of an opportunity to create your shots through Kurahana Avenue. This courtyard attack seems to not be the best thing, right? You have Rogue from the other team just kind of holding it, and you got this parity on another tight corner right at the B connector. So once you try to push that, it's just kind of very hard for you to find those strays because they can just get away from the corners that they're using.
Yeah, coming down Galaxia 5, you have the numbers on your side. You don't really have to play one by one. Just play all together and just close out the deal. But Anthem is able to get the read now, finds one out. We got Rogue Lyric out here for Galaxia 5. Prime finds VV Woo-Woos. Now bomb's gonna get planted here on this A bomb side. It's gonna be a 3v3 situation. Come again. Pretty doable here for Anthem. And if I'm open for about a narrative about like them clutching or winning a 4v5, then why the hell not? Here we go. Come again. This might just be the last and final chance here for the set of Anthem. As Galaxia 5 here about to go for a break here. Coming in, 2 players here from the front. 1 player already inside of the bomb side. They find one. Prime can't really get the kill. Shinochi finds another one. It's now going to come down to Smitty here, but Shinochi is a menace. And he wants to deny. And Anthem, they stand another chance here, Cali.
Yeah, that's going to be nice gameplay for them, right? And it's just a matter of getting ready in it once again, right? This guy's just on a kill, right? 10 eliminations for him, and it's just gonna get a lot better if he can continue to find those eliminations, those 2Ps that can tie up the numbers game. That's gonna be needed by Anthem to get that 2-round deficit that they're currently lacking at the moment. Galaxia 5, I mean, in time is now for you to win it. He's passed the barrel, sprays it, and Smitty gets that shot. 5 eliminations for him. Nade will be tossed out. Vivi deciding to try to contest that. Yep, forced to back away. Running from that altercation, but we'll still look to try to make some openings done at the back alley. Another player goes down for Anthem. That will be Sundance, and Galaxia 5 can now go for the killing blow. Prime loses out on that. Misses the first 2 shots. He's gonna have to force himself away from this location. Sinasi there, gonna try to make the push, but he is gonna get taken down. Vivi is gonna be the last player standing. This parity off the back, going in for the clinch, and that is going to be Galaxia 5 winning the series.
Yeah, I mean, it was just the same type of personality we got to see on Hardpoint, where it was just a bit of a toss-up where whether can Anthem actually build up some sense of momentum, or can Galaxia 5 just run them down, and clearly it was the latter here. Moving back, I mean, kills accumulated. It was pretty balanced, I must say. It's just that, obviously, Galaxia 5 having much more better looks in regards to the player composition here. They're going to be able to take this one through. Once again, 4-7 we go. MVP is going to go to Lyric here for Galaxia 5, and Shinochi. Too shabby, not too bad. It's able to get 10 kills as well, and if you kind of like directly compare, I mean, Smitty disparity only dropping 5 and 4 is not really a fair comparison. Come again, because they don't really have a lot of window to get those kills. So it's a valiant team effort here for the Galaxia 5 to close out this deal.
I just hope that Anthem will be able to play at a high level later on, because they still got one more game today, right? And Galaxia 5, they are now about to take their leave of rest as they manage to take this victory right here. So now we are going to be hopping into our maps and modes. We got Hardpoint, Acne Yard, and the Kurahana Metropolis taken by Galaxia 5. It is a 2-0 win, and Anthem will fall on their first game of the day. They got one more game right up next. It will be them going up against Rhapsody right after this break. We'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to Call of Duty Mobile, Tussle Thrive India. My name is Kelly down here. I am with Warden. My camera seems to not be okay for the rest of the day, so we're just gonna use my lovely profile picture. Warden, man, we are approaching our next game. Another 4v5 awaits us.
Bro, they call me so off guard, man. Okay, looking good at least. But again, you know, I'm not too certain if I'm gonna be too excited as well in like this next match, because you know it's gonna be Anthem once more, and it's only gonna be pretty interesting if ever we get to see like the full squad of Anthem play out. But clearly, I don't think it's gonna be happening anytime soon here, Gally.
And we just saw them play today, and they were missing out on that one extra player. So it is definitely difficult for them to earn their way back, but if anything, going up against Rhapsody, they may have a chance to actually win this. Sundance was playing good, TUSSLE was doing well, but again, losing out on Wiz is just huge, right? Call of Duty Mobile, it is a 5v5 game after all, and if you lose out on that extra player, you're losing out big time on trades, map positions, as well as the ability to do the break and get these eliminations. And honestly, for Anthem, just getting ready here, right? This 4v5 is going to be gruesome. And they got to work their way up as they go up against the Rhapsody, Warden.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be Asman, Cain, Luigi, Prefix, Wasim, and Cravings. And come again, I am just pretty stoked as well to see the squad once more. They were really able to show like a promising run on yesterday's show, but come again, it's just all going to come down to, you know, that factor where they are dealing a 4v5, so it should be a quick dub here for them.
Hopefully that's going to be the case, because Rhapsody yesterday, they had a big loss up against Felines. Cav, we knew it. Search and Destroy, he had multiple 1v3 clutches, so it's great that they're going to be having a chance to win this because it's a 4v5 or whatever. But again, they got to show up aggressive first, right? Even before we even talk about a win, they're going to show up aggressive on this first map of the day. Hardpoint stand-up will be our first game, and they should put themselves in a position where they're going to have those power positions and all those early rotations, which was something that was missing when they went up against Felines, and it was a pretty bad loss. And for Anthem, though, just stacking inside a hardpoint. I feel like 3 players stacking inside a hardpoint, 1 player trying to find the early rotation next is going to be the meta here, since there are only 4 players. That should be able to do it enough, right? You can play those trades inside a hard point while also doing some time.
I think it's gonna be somewhat like undoable for just a map of standoff, to be precise now, because like, yes, for sure spawns is always gonna be a big factor for hard point, but you talk about a map like standoff where you're completely set of players, and it's just about time for us to find out how far this game can go as we get to see the games now about to start. Here we go. Anthem once more is going to be put to a 4v5. Rhapsody, can they make the most out of this? Let's come and find out.
All right, let's go. Flamingo is that player that played so huge yesterday. Scored 19 eliminations on that Tunisia Search and Destroy. Hardpoint is going to be our first game, right? And standoff going to be combining most of the close range gunfights, which is going to favor a lot of these SMGs. And yesterday, right, Flamingo, he scored a lot with the AR, but here it's got to be Wasim as well as Asman that will be able to put all this work for you.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of get the grasp as well, and like, how far is the game's already going to go? I mean, Rhapsody is going to be able to put like a pretty convincing gap for a moment, but Anthem at the same time, they are going to be zoning out this last few seconds here for this very hard point. I mean, 20 seconds left on the clock. They do have like 3 players here located right around, and come on, it's only gonna be a 2-point lead here, actually. So, not too bad here for the set of Anthem, but this is where it's gonna get more tested as well once we head straight to P2, where numbers are pretty much needed.
Yeah, and honestly, I love the way that we got your boys from Rhapsody just to try to play this, right? They send out Luigi to play around the secret. Now they're able to break that hill before it opens up. You got your boys from Anthem just kind of spawning around the gas station, where they might just be able to make a push on this with that multi-attack coming in from Grandmas, but they are going to get denied there by Asman and Sinasi trying to make that push. Still going to get denied. Legacy, now they make the second break away from Farms here this time, and still going to get absolutely shot down. Not looking good here so far for them for the first few moments, but Vivi stepping up huge, finding the 3 players inside, taking them down, and now it's your boys from Anthem with the lead. And also the hard point for a brief moment.
Again, you know, Rhapsody yesterday's run wasn't really showing up at all. So I did have a call earlier that, you know, maybe Anthem might still have a chance here because Rhapsody's hard point was just left to be put to a question. And now, I mean, Anthem was able to get a momentary lead, but they were looking to change this one as well towards next hill. They got 2 players inside, 2 players watching out back alley, but most of the push, most of the pressure will be coming from this mid map on Main Street. So Anthem, they're not able to get the best out of reads out away from that, and they're going to be losing the spawns in the process.
Okay, this is huge though. You got 2 operators invested from Anthem. They got the first 10 seconds. Should they get it right, it's going to be huge, but they all get flushed down. Sinasi goes down from the trophy system. And Rhapsody, they are going to be able to claim time here. Spawns is just so far out if you are Anthem. And more time for Rhapsody to get this huge lead to even grow. It's just 72 to 36. Should they get this last 30, it's going to be 100 to 36, which is going to be rough if you're Anthem here right now.
I mean, coming in, they're just always that narrative where, what if the players were complete here for instead of Anthem? Maybe, you know, they could actually just take this one through up the notch, but it's just not happening at all. I mean, you can put a lot of pressure, you can put a lot of efforts, but at the same time, it's just going to be put to waste all because of the numbers discrepancy. And looking like Rhapsody now is about to enter the 100-point mark. Anthem on the flip side are looking to get a break here on this next hill. Down the bakery we go. Luigi Do whips out this war machine, but he does get denied by Sundance. So that is going to be pretty unfortunate. And Anthem once more, they have 2 operators locked in. And looking like they want to convert this one to a money hill.
Oh, this is huge right here. Legacy, you just get it in. But no, it's not going to be connecting here for them so far, Vivi. With the Annihilator also failing to convert any of those shots inside of that hard point. And now it's Doflamingo's turn to bring out the pistol. He's going to have one locked in. One more player on farms. His teammates going to be able to cut that players off. Spawns has flip as well, so you do got your players from Anthem just going to be at tractors. Nice flag here for Legacy to make this a multi-angle push at 2Ps, but no one there for the team to back him up to secure that hard point. So still going to be a hill that will be locked down in the last 20 seconds by Rhapsody, and it's just looking so one-sided now.
That's crazy here for Anthem. I'm still pretty much impressed on what they are able to put up, especially for the set of Sundance and Sinochi. On the other side, I mean, no one really stuns out. Not a lot of eliminations here from each end of the spectrum here for the set of Rhapsody. Now we go back to hardpoint number 1 as it opens up. It's going to be Anthem. Actually, looking like to get the first wave of contestment, but they get overwhelmed by the numbers once more, and it's going to be Rhapsody taking it right back.
Okay, Assman is just going to try to cut off the mid-map, right? And honestly, they're going to be able to clear it with the shot from Sinasi. There we go. 142 to 65 now. Sundance trying to make the break inside of the hill with a claw. And yeah, the bullet's just ricocheting, but no chance whatsoever. Stay there with the shot down. 5 kills with this power. Talk about a high value. And they're going to be able to break off the hill, stand their ground in there as well. Second wave of a gunfight now coming in through the front. Once again, they got pretty much only one way to go here. And every angle is just going to be Rhapsody. And there, just going to be another guy shot down on your feet. It's not looking good, man. 100 points. Just about to be the lead that Rhapsody has on this one.
In Rhapsody, Anthem, what do you like to hear, Callie? I mean, what kind of rhythm do you like to listen to? And I mean, I'm just liking Rhapsody here quite a lot. Obviously, they are dominating the show here, and I mean, Anthem, constant pressure here from them. It's not going to be VV actually putting himself inside of the hill with an R9. Claw is out, but it does get canceled out off that R9. War Machine, could it be the next victim as well? He sprays out. VV finds another kill. 2 operators under his name. That's crazy.
Oh my gosh. This is just going to be a bloodbath here. Nice hold so far for the side of Anthem. But as soon as I say that, the collapse just happened. And now it's just about to be Rhapsody trying to make that break inside of the hill. You need this to find good value to take down Doflamingo, and you have successfully sustained your players inside of the hill if you are Anthem. Great hold on this P2. Now it's about this early rotation on to next. Do you send those players out, or do you want to get every bit of this crap time on this P2? Seems like it's the latter. And now they do try to move out. Legacy will be here with a Fennec. switches on the corner, finds one. His teammate should get those informations. And Aussie not gonna have any operator available, but the team will look to try to break from the back alley. Legacy still has gotten that equalizer. This is gonna be needed, but Wasim brings his own as well, and that's gonna be a two-piece for him to shut down the push at the very back.
Crazy run here for the side of Rhapsody. Anthem is still putting a lot of great efforts here to try to still stay inside of the fight, but they just keep on getting denied. Back spawn here for them. I mean, back alley spawn directly, and they're just having less of the numbers inside of the hill, but a big flank here for Legacy to be able to wipe out the players of inside, coming from the side of Rhapsody. The cavalry tries to arrive. Double Child trying to come in. They get sprayed down here, down the hallways. VV here trying to go for a break here with an R9, successful at it. Legacy from down below, spraying down with a Fennec as well. And a lot of these things shouldn't be happening, but Rhapsody is just dropping kind of constantly here in regards to the gunfights. Loving the efforts for them to go for the early rotation, and at the same time getting the scrap time for the old hill.
Okay, that's how you want to do it, right? Just have someone to play inside of that point. That's Vivi. Then Legacy was just able to cut down players down below. 240 to 127. They can still do it here. They can still win this match. They just gotta put the effort in just being proactive where the spawns will be. Nice opener. If you are Senasi, you got the War Machine locked in, and they're able to stop the push for the first 15 seconds, but now the push is now going to be coming in through the front. Vivi with the hold of a lifetime, finds a triple, and now that's the only thing that will be a highlight off there so far. Sundance forced to back away, but responds back with an even better finish. Finds 3 eliminations with the Claw, swings for one more time. The switcheroo from the Claw to the weapon. Not going to be successful. They get flushed out, and it's going to be your voice from Rhapsody. Only needing 20 more points to win this series, to win this game.
There we go, 233 to 147 now. Anthem here is on the verge of taking this one through once more on this PU1, but that's only going to be the scrap time that we are talking about. You need to talk about long-term runs here, boys. And clearly they are just going to be going for it, trying to get the most out of the scrap time, but in the process as well, they do get the sides here for this very rundown. Come again, we do get to see a breakthrough here for the set of Anthem. Legacy finds one here on the feed. He does look to find another one here coming from the set of Val Wall. Pinch strike might just happen here for the set of Rhapsody. The Flamingo barging in with an Odin, does get denied off Legacy as well. Vivi looking to take on the Delhi fight as well, and Lizinochi just triples it down. Everyone is doing and coming out huge here for the set of Anthem.
Yeah, I agree with you, man. And the Annihilator might just be useful to try to make this stand in the hard point work there for them so far. Sundance with the MG42 not going to be able to fully lock it in now as he gets taken down. Luigi, they will be able to find the contestants side, but can they win the hard point hold? Wasim still trying to dash in and out, flies forward, gets taken down. Legacy sliding in, finds one more player to his face, but now gets eliminated. 3 more points. They can end this on this P1. Luigi with the shot, and that is gonna end it. 250 to 184. Rhapsody takes the win against the Anthem squad, now bringing them 1-0 on the series.
I mean, for the longest time, we were like talking about, you know, Anthem not standing a chance, but the last few hills look to be pretty promising. I like what I saw there from the side of Anthem. So Rhapsody, I mean, they weren't really able to show great as well on Search and Destroy yesterday. So I'm kind of not really too confident on about the odds of winning here for the side of Rhapsody.
I mean, yeah, man, Rhapsody is just a new team, right? A bit more of inexperience comparing it to the players from Anthem, but you know, they were able to fight very, very well here. They were able to convert their shots, and honestly, this is what you can really do, right? You got Wasim, who was playing great with that SMG with a 2 minutes and 53 seconds on the time, and 197 impact rating. But on the other side, Vivi was doing that as well. The P2 and P3 hold with that R9 was, it looked like, it pretty seemed like it was doing well, right? It was finding multiple kills after multiple kills, and that allowed them to reach 184 points in this game more appropriately. But again, not going to be a game where they will end up as the victor. as this one will go to the hands of Anthem. We will now end that hardpoint standoff with your boys from Rhapsody winning that. We're heading into Search and Destroy right up next, and this is going to be a slow-paced game in Anthem. They show that they can win the map 1. Here this time it's slow and steady. You can get those first bloods, make it a tie game. Quick 4v4, it's equal.
Search and Destroy Express, we have been able to see a lot of wonders with this. And, you know, for the set of Anthem, they want to wish this for a 4v5, then they do hope that the train will try to pick off one for them up against Rhapsody, you know. But, I mean, jokes aside, Search and Destroy, I don't know why, but I'm feeling a bit more, you know, exhilarating forces here for the side of Anthem. Come again, it's something for us to find out once we do transition into the game itself. Come again, guys, if you guys are enjoying the show here, this is TUSSLE Thrive in the Indian region, and if you guys want to see some more from this, better make sure you guys are following the YouTube channel that you guys are watching from right now.
Yeah, I agree with you on that, right? I mean, this is one of the tournaments that you got before the stage 4 happens every Sunday, so this is going to give you, you know, a quick look on who's the team to watch out for and which teams are on the rise. And honestly, we got 4 invited teams, 4 coming in from the qualifiers, and obviously it is going to be Team Vitality, Anthem, that will be looking to be part of the teams that are invited here today, right? And in this tournament itself. And it's great that you have this kind of system, so a big shout out to Call of Duty Mobile India Discord server for helping us make a spotlight for the indie community scene. We don't really got a lot of this happening in the region. You do have those instances at the major stage, right? The Snapdragon Pro series, but nothing like this. So let's see if we are going to be having your boys from Anthem taking this victory, or will Rhapsody continue to earn their wins here?
Here we go. First round here. It's going to be Anthem here on the left side. It is going to be them on the defenders. And they're looking like they want to go for a stack here on the A side. But the rest of the squad of Rhapsody is going to be just fully stacked here on Bravo instead. Bomb's not yet going to get planted, though. So, finally they do, but they lose a player in the process. And that's going to be Legacy getting the first blood.
Nice shots from him. Oh, looking for that second, but no more than that. Now it's going to get traded. Just kind of pretty wide open. So now he gets himself sorted out. That is going to be a 4v3 still, numbers favoring Rhapsody. Just trying to capitalize on this. A DLQ with an ACOG side. We've seen this yesterday. And he's making another appearance today in this Express map. Yeah, I don't know if it's even going to be working right. Vivi, last guy standing 1v1. He wins it and gets the defusal. Yep. Even a 4v5 is not gonna be a hindrance for him. Imagine this being a 5v5. Anthem could have been the other way around, right?
I mean, it all came down to Legacy getting the first shot to connect, forcing down on 4v4, so that, you know, that leads to no advantage at all here for the side of Rhapsody. Now we move over to another round where we just get to see Rhapsody here having a clear side on Bravo. Well, the rest of the squad of Anthem is going to try to go for some pickoffs here on that B-bomb side.
Okay, now it is a pretty solid setup that you got on the defense if you're Rhapsody, right? You got number 4 just holding down train tracks, 3 holding down arrivals, 5 holding elevator. Then ticketing will be held by 2 players, and Luigi starts it by dropping Sundance in the train tracks. And I'm loving how they pretty much got every corner just countered here. Vivi, yeah, no matter what angle he takes, he's going to get picked off from every corner. Sinasi, last guy standing on a 1v4. It takes quite a miracle for this to happen. I don't know how he's still alive here. He should have been taken care of. Was he trying to run for his life? Why is he the one on the aggressive? Interesting.
That's mad here for the side of Rhapsody. But they just can't afford to get such close rounds like this, man. They should be able to dominate this one true, but I like the way that Anthem is playing this numbers discrepancy down. They're not going to be going away from each other. They're stacking up, taking some gamble here, whether they want to go for the B-bombs here at A side, but unfortunately this time around they get that misread once more. It's now going to be them here stacking on at A side, while Rhapsody has a different plan.
They can play for retake. Just got to be there timely. You can cut off the player just looking to try to plant that bomb quick. Once you hear it, get planted here. But Luigi again, jumping Legacy, not really gonna help the odds of Anthem in winning this. Rhapsody's gonna try to plant that bomb with the help of that smoke. Sundance throws a nade. Is it cooked done? Yeah, it's cooked, but not enough to get the kill. But he does confirm it with his MG42. Hits it quick. Gets out. Luigi right at the very corner. Now he's gonna take that swing. He's not gonna get the elimination, but Luigi taking his time with the ACOG side. DLQ for the win. No, his teammate's gonna take it. Wasim finds his first elimination. And 2-1 now. Side tip switch. It's Rhapsody with the lead.
I don't know if they're just memeing with the DLQ and on an ACOG, but I mean, it does work out for a moment or so.
I think that guy's for real. If we're seeing it now,
Yeah.
if we're seeing it 2 days in a row, it's gotta be intentional.
It's crazy, but hey, if it works, why not? But coming in now, next round here, a lot more stack will be happening on towards this A side actually for the set of Anthem once more, while Rhapsody is going to be hesitating, looking to just play for the pickoffs, and look like it's just going to be a matter of a waiting game here at Cali.
Trying to look for some shots here. No one really exposing themselves at the moment, keeping themselves hidden within enemy sight. Sundance. This is a prime position to find the cutoff. But whoever plants that bomb at the A site, but gonna have to worry about the guy holding down top floor, admin. That will be ass man there with that Fennec. It can shred too in this long range. Got a fast time to kill, but nothing beats Sundance as MG42, right? Able to find a lot of highlights on it earlier. On that hard point standoff, but only has 1 kill on the first 3 rounds of action. Push just comes to shove. You hear those sound cues. Bomb's gonna get tapped. He's waiting for his teammates to make those rotations. Quietly peeking. Gets 1 elimination there. Goes back into the hideout. Nade will be tossed out through lockers. That should be enough to be able to bully out some of these players from their prime position.
Here we go. Bomb's gonna get planted once more. Sundance is gonna be just waiting right around to try to make the play. And now looking like they go for it. Sundance finds the kill. Bomb's gonna get planted though. Wasim tries to go for the trade. Can he get the kill? But the trade!
Oh!
The trade finds the
Oh
Nochi.
no!
Oh my
no!
days! Luigi's now gonna be all alone. 1v2. Bomb's gonna get defused, but Luigi denies.
1v1.
Vivi now here all alone. Holding inside the bomb site. Checks out. Finds a shot to connect. Nothing but ground. Now only 20 seconds left for him to stall out. No need to go for the challenge. Vivi, just calm down. But unfortunately, he still goes for the commitment and does get taken away. My days. I feel bad for you, Sinochi.
I mean, that got run over by a lot of trains. I think that's the first train elimination that we got here, right? Sinochi,
Heck yeah.
how does it feel to be run over by the train? All you had to do is follow the damn train. And you did follow it. And you got run over by it. Feels bad. But hey, moving on, right? Round 5. Luigi with the 2-piece. Oh my god. The guy with the ACOG sights. Dominating the first few engages. And just like that, it's 4-1.
4-1 we go. The Dreams of Control is not really showing up. Come again, you know, Cali, at the start of the broadcast on yesterday's round, we weren't able to see any rounds of Control, and I mean, I think the only chance we get to see that is probably on the last series up next. Moving over, next round here. Last round before we switch the sides, it's going to be Anthem once more. Just taking the gamble on that A side, hoping for the best to stack up to the right side, but it's just not them getting the call, and the rest enough to be said. The Flamingo gets the first skill off this Type 19. What a shot up against Vivi.
Okay, now you got a couple of more engages here. This guy now on the flank. Oh, wow. Nice bounce back for Sinasi. Won that last 2 engages, but Legacy gonna get picked off right through train tracks. This is a nice counter. And Luigi, again, if it ain't work, it ain't broke, right? Don't gotta fix it. You are currently leaving the lobby with 8 eliminations. But now, Sundance. Oh, yeah. Just get in the mix, brother, man. Oh, not enough to get Asman with the MG42. And that will be 5-1 as we switch to sides. Anthem needs to have, find a great hold of a lifetime here. They need to play perfect for the next few rounds just to stop Rhapsody from taking game point.
It's just not looking to be pretty promising anymore. But you know, do you want to go for a strike here on this B bomb side to get the first 2 kills here? Anthem, let's go. Now it's going to be a 4v3. Numbers advantage now here for the set of Anthem. It's going to be a split push here coming from the side of Rhapsody while the bomb's going to get planted.
Finally, some signs of life for Anthem, right? This is what we expect them to be, the projected. Just unfortunate that they only had 4 players here today, right? But still massive props for them for playing 4 players with 4 players, because I know it's going to be mentally frustrating for them to only have this kind of players around, but they want to get as much as reps as possible and earn as much of this, you know, good gameplay. Luigi, last guy standing. Wow, finds one, slides in, blank scope. Yep, not gonna get that. That's Anthem, finally able to win a round, this time on the attack.
Round away from match point. Rhapsody, you're gonna let this one slide, or are you gonna be able to finally convert and take this one here to a 2-0 win for the series? So we move over now. Next round. Same type of attention here for the set of Anthem. Gonna go for the B bomb side, but a different approach. It's gonna be a 3-1 split. And Vivi finds a double. Cayenne, the Flamingo is gone. Luigi finds a trade on the Sundance. It's gonna be a 3v3. Still all equalized now. But the bomb is gonna get planted now here on this B bomb side. This time it's a retake. Quite all even.
All right, let's see what happens here, Luigi. Where do you want to take this attack? Oh, they are double slamming the bridges while Luigi takes control of train tracks. That is kind of the first time I see this kind of happening. So kind of a play for trade moment. They're attacking ticketing booth as well, Luigi. He needs to find a pick here, Vivi. Oh boy, shredding it to pieces. It's all down to Asman with the R9. Finds one to clutch it on a 1v1. No, oh boy, Legacy gets double popped by it. No way. And that kill there gives Rhapsody game point.
All right, here we go. Can they close out the deal and win the series 2-0? Or will we see Anthem force an overtime? I mean, I'm up for some miracles. Let's go and get it.
You really are
Anthem.
a hopeful guy. You are a hopeful guy, Warden. Gotta be.
Yeah.
But, you know, yeah, let's see if that's gonna be happening. If it does, Warden's gonna shave his head. Let's get it going, Vivi. It's gonna be here with the DRH. Oh boy, I guess you're gonna be happy with this because Legacy's down. But Vivi, trying to be the playmaker, Luigi. He's gonna have eyes on that players. True lockers. Oh, he spots the feet. That stinky feet. And that's gonna be one hit delete. Sinasi. Last guy standing. Treads one. Oh, doesn't shred the second. And it's over. Rhapsody has won the series. And we go to our final game of the day. Team Vitality and Accelerate. Great job for Rhapsody in converting this win right here. 7-2. Dominant victory coming in here with the help of Luigi with that sniper. Not normally you get to see that be played in a pro scene, but here today it proved it worked. It's worked. The GLXY is going to be a broken gun with him as the sniper for your team. 11 eliminations, Warden.
It's just pretty impressive here for Luigi. I mean, we got to see like a ACOG put to his sniper back then in like the Chinese region. I mean, no, it wasn't the Chinese region. It was like Incendio actually using that Rytech AMR back in the days, but that was a Rytech. That was a DMR.
Yeah.
This one's a bolt action and it worked out. So, hey, if it's something that could really work, then maybe, you know, I want to test it out for myself. But for this time being, hardpoint standoff, search and destroy. Express is going to go to the hands of Rhapsody. And that's going to be it. Second to the last series said and done. Cali, I mean, it's going to be a marquee match on the next. So I'm just hopeful to see a long one here, Cali.
I want to see a great fight. Accelerate managed to defeat Revenant yesterday on a quick 2-0 win. Now, can they take in a giant like Vitality in this best of 3? We are about to find out because that's the next game up ahead right after this break. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment you've all been waiting for. Welcome back to TUSSLE THRIVE, Call of Duty Mobile India, brought to you by Call of Duty Mobile India Discord server, and of course, Galaxy News. And now we begin our amazing match up ahead. That will be Accelerate going up against the Juggernaut. That will be Team Vitality Award. And thoughts on this?
Yeah, I mean, this might just be the best match that we are about to see here so far. Coming in, Accelerate and Vitality were able to dominate the show yesterday, so I'm hoping for the best. Come again, there has been a bit of a gap as well between Vitality and Accelerate, but come again, Accelerate was just so promising yesterday that I got a lot of high hopes here for this very squad. But come again, let's talk about Vitality first. We got Jokas, Solo, Viper, Tectonic, Marvel, and Sams.
That's going to be the lineup of Team Vitality, and more specifically, again, we saw them yesterday just kind of play a different role. Solo was playing the sniper, Marvel was playing the SMG. It was Freaky Friday, but today it is not going to be any of that. They will be having for sure something different here this time, right? But Tectonic, something gotta watch out for here is that guy, that War Machine at that hard point, something that needs to be watched out for, especially when you're trying to play those hard point maps, as it's going to be the ones trying to will this team with the victory when he plays inside the hard point. But what stands against them is the team that is on the rise. Accelerate, they got G-Shots, Ghost, X-Things, Revel, Vegas, and Burns, and this team are as experienced as the players of Team Vitality, maybe a little bit more over towards Vegas and Burns, specifically on this team itself, as they have played in the grandest of stage. As much as you say it, they can be those players that can help this team turn it around up against Team Vitality.
I don't know if you can agree with me on this one, but I feel like Accelerate is just like a similar team to like how it plays out for like the Green team of Dovik and Oblivion. I mean, it's just a Frankenstein team getting merged over and over again. We can possibly like kind of get the same call as well, like TSM. So on paper, gunfight shouldn't really be a problem for them. It's just all going to come down to the system. Now let's talk about the map vetoes here, Callie. Hardpoint Ascenda gets forced into the mixture for the first map. Vitality does take away Summit alongside Standoff. Accelerate takes away Apocalypse and Acne Yard, giving us an L staple, a map of Hassie.
Ascenda is one of the most picked hardpoints in Europe, second most picked in Green MSP, and has had a lot of repetitions in the world stage for the past 2 years, and it's going to be a mainstay for everybody that looks to find an evening ground, right? If you don't want to play close range, just get out, just ban that Summit and that standoff map, which Vitality did. If you don't want to play those snowball maps, Accelerate gonna be banning out APOC and Hackney Yard, so you're kind of having a medium ground, and that will be Ascenda hard point for you. We're not going to be taking this game any longer, right? We're gonna be starting it, man. Accelerate going up against Vitality on our final game of the day. Marquee matchup awaits. Does it live up to the hype? Let's come and find out.
I mean, come again, before anything else, huge shout out to, you know, my anak ni Sebi, the kids of Sebi watching the broadcast, like 5 teams here just trying to observe how this region plays out. But back to the game we go. It's going to be Vitality starting things off strong here as they clear out open hall alongside top red and top blue. I mean, they're just going to try to zone things up as they try to put a lot of pressure inside of the hill, as Sam's going to be that objective man they're going to be hoping for it to stay consistent and try to stay alive as they soak up this hard point till it's dry.
Okay, man, just looking at it here, Vitality's got a great opening pick, and it somehow snowballed into them finding so much control up the top floor. They got open, just being held down by tech. They are going to be able to intercept players coming in from office building, and it is able to pay out very well. But Accelerate needs to find the stabilization. Going to play inside that hard point. They're going to be sending out Shotzi to play around the back to lift their spawns and get them that P2 hard point, which will turn out to be a very important hill in this Ascenda map itself, right? You get this P2, you have a chance of scoring a money hill.
I'm liking the call here for the side of Marvel to try to extend towards driveway, to try to cut off the players as well here from this mid map. So that is going to be activating the spawns possibly here for that hallway spawn, but never mind. Solo here is going to be able to go on a spree as well towards rocks. but in return, the extension from the set of Marvel turns into disaster as they lose the sponsor towards Checkers. It's just all going to come down to the rest of the players here for the set of Vitality to try to hold themselves up instead of this hill. They have the crossbars locked in, and they're playing this one down and scrappy. Going to be able to enjoy the first wave.
I mean, do in fact note that Shen is one of the worst map of Team Vitality in their hardpoint map pool. And looking at it at the moment, right, it looks to be very strong on the first 2 hard points. Accelerate needs to find a break here. Can even flip spots. Nice shot for Rebel to break the point all by himself. But Sam's going to be there to hold down Trophy, able to extend out, and Vitality able to stabilize inside of that hard point. Accelerate did a great job trying to break that hard point, trying to get that early rotation on P3 is what they're going to try to score on, as they definitely lack the time on that last hard point. We're going here. They got their early setup. Let's see how are they going to be able to stand the wrath of Vitality.
Yeah, look at the scramble here for the side of Vitality. I mean, they chained this backside spawn here off P2. Now they did get the quick access as well towards Umbrella, and they should be able to get the first initial wave of gunfights, but Vegas comes in huge and goes as well. Back and forth trace we go, and unfortunately for the rest of the players here for the set of Accelerate, they get caught in a pinch. They don't really have any spawn to finish in here, not until now, as they do get the better spawns here for this very hill. But what can you do when you don't really have the power positions locked in? Umbrellas has to be taken away. They do take that player down, but Marvel whips out an Annihilator as well. No, for a fact, he just has to go for the cutoff. He goes 3 out of 4, make it 4 out of 5. Whips out the Odin to get some more. Marvel, let's go.
Oh my, man. Just 2 more. Yes,
okay,
just 2 more for the
Yippa
system, and he killed himself. It doesn't want the heat, man. Bad arrow there for Marvel, but he's going to try to bring out the Predator missile. And I tell you what, this last 3 hard points has just been lopsided. And that extra Predator missile that Marvel brought up, that is going to give Vitality that key information what the setup is looking like for the squad of Accelerate as we head into P4. Another Monohill in the making. Nice eliminations that you're seeing so far for Accelerate here. Shotzi gonna try to make some plays working. Viper with another Predator missile. They got themselves this power to work around, and that's going to be heavy contests working. Tech coming in from the mid-map. Rebel there for the shot down. That is going to be this power from Shotzi that will stop that push, and it's going to be Accelerate winning the first wave of gunfight in P4.
Props to them on this one. I mean, Shotzi now with a Sparrow finds only 1. Tectonic now with a War Machine. This is just the barrier that you have to withstand, but Ghost finds Tech out. Rebel on the feet with an Annihilator, fighting a double as well. Ghost still gonna go on some more. And Accelerate here, truly accelerating the force. They are gonna go for a costly hill on this P4. Looking like they are still gonna be able to get the control as well here, at least for the end of the scrap time. Cali is going to be holding on to like a 90-point lead, perhaps, as we wrap things off here. Back to the second set of the hard points. We go here, Cali.
Yeah, huge Accelerate hold there on that P4, man. I mean, that just brought them back in this game. Just kind of trailing behind right now, but just 2 hard points. Now, it is going to be them with the great opening pick. They're able to flush out Vitality and Vegas as well as Rebel. I mean, doing a great job here at the moment, right? Especially for Rebel as he leads his team with a lot of these eliminations. 14 for him so far. He needs to pick it up, be a lot more faster. Vitality, on the flip side, just going to try to stack that second floor as much as they can, and they have been successful. Tectonic with 19 eliminations, but Marvel on the team has 27. He has been popping off.
I mean, Marvel coming on huge off those investments, obviously as well for raw mechanical gunfights. Accelerate though is not doing too bad at all here for this P1. Obviously, they do get overwhelmed as well here, coming from the hallways. And something about Accelerate is just, you know, they try to show up that intention that they want to get map control, but they just can't hold their grounds here. But really nice play here for a set of Ghosts. He does find 1 caught off. Tech does get the trade.
Oh no.
It's just a tremendous factor here in how they can take this one through. But fortunately for the set of Accelerate, they do have the better spawn. So let us see if they can convert with this. But Tech with the Predator finds a double, and the rest of the squad of Vitality just goes for the clear out. And they're going to be able to hold on to the hill for the first few seconds.
Yeah, I mean, 3 operators available for Vitality. They can just score a big money here on this time. in this P2. Viper now brings out the clock, gets the clear out, 3 eliminations before getting taken down. You can see the spawns for Accelerate kind of a split, so they can attack in multi-angle. Only one angle right now for Vitality to use in solo. Only gonna attack all by himself, and he's gonna get decimated, traded out. Accelerate finally able to stabilize inside up the point. 81 now. Their current points, it's going to continue to grow as they look to try to get the last 18 seconds. Team Vitality will be giving up on this last 20 seconds. That will be huge time for Accelerate to find their way back. Vitality with the early setup onto P3.
I mean, Vitality was able to get a nice cook as well on the first set of rotations, first set of hard points, but Accelerate is now trying to, you know, put up a better fight this time around. I mean, they do have a lot more allocation here towards Umbrellas. They do have the Sparrow as well,
nice.
Locked in for a set of shots. See, but Viper gets the trade. A bit of a premature movement there for that Sparrow. Should have just stayed on top of Umbrella to try to zone things up. But Extinct here with a War Machine also get tangled away. And Vitality is just able to go on an overdrive.
I mean, now Solo just getting it in with an equalizer. No value so far for him. Accelerate finds 4 in the feed. That is going to give them an opportunity to get inside of that hard point. Vegas shotting it down, finding a 2Ps and flushing out Vitality's attack from the front. Solo cannot do anything all on his own. And Accelerate able to really get a good eye on this P3, get a lot of these eliminations despite all of the operators Vitality invested on that. Vegas will look to try to play early, and he's gonna have to make a hold of a lifetime here. He's gonna get caught down. Unfortunately, the only player for Accelerate looking to play on rotation to try to secure a great setup there on that P4, but now that he is dealt with, Vitality will be able to find the bright side of the day. One Solo, you see him, he's gonna play the Lamborghini, he's gonna get taken down, so only 2 players left on that P4 hardpoint. Accelerate might just be able to make this break work, but Vitality finds the stabilization. 4 players now able to get in at the hardpoint.
Yeah, I've been able to see a lot of things end up here on his P4, and Vitality is going to be on the verge of taking this one through. Revel now wrapping around with Annihilator, tries to get the kill onto Solo, but unfortunately missed the first 2 shots. And no conversion at all here for Accelerate. They barge in, it's a 50-50 battle. But a lot more greater map control here will be shown for the set of Vitality. Heave of Contestment tries to come in, but they have been constantly getting denied. 2 out of 2, 3 out of 2, name it whatever you want. Viper on the feed, finds a quad with a claw. And they're gonna be able to flip the spawns, pushing away Accelerate away down Narnia.
And it's gonna give him a Predator missile locked in, and more kills for Viper the Prodigy. That Team Vitality able to pick up recently. Still not going to end up with that 38 eliminations. This is going to go for more. More importantly, this is going to be the last attempt for Accelerate to try to win this. They got to be able to stack inside that hard point. It opens up. They can end it here. If you are Vitality, you are just stacking that point. Accelerate just gets flushed out. Goes. They got to make it inside. Shot Siege is trying to slam his way in the hard point, but they all get gone down. Viper with another elimination. Revel forces spawn on through the wells, and just like that, Vitality taking map number 1, 250 to 141. Great signs of fight that we saw for both of this team. They definitely lived up to the hype, but Vitality had a great start. You saw it. It was just kind of huge when they had that P1 up until that P3 at the first set of hardpoint that allowed them to get through it.
That is the thing about Vitality. I don't know if it's somewhat like the nature here for the squad, but if you get them that momentum, they're obviously going to be able to feed off that. Now let's talk about the impact rating here for this one here, Cali. Look at the usage of this lethal tacticals, those core streaks, and at the same time, Viper.
Wow.
Come on now. Viper with 40 kills with a 2 KDA in a minute and 57 seconds inside of the hill with a 198 impact rating. 2 more points to max out the rating that you can claim off a game.
I mean, this guy's just insane, right? You saw the claw that he utilized on that P4. He was good for 5, was able to build up to a Predator missile, and that snowballed everything. You saw Accelerate, they were picking up a lot of pace. They took P2, they took P3, but when P4 started, Viper happened. They got poisoned by the venom, and they could not take the poison out of the body, and they succumbed to loss. And that's just going to be the first map, though. They still got potentially 2 more maps ahead. But before we even talk about the comeback, Accelerate needs to prove that they got what it takes to play the map up ahead. Search and Destroy Kurahan Metropolis. That will be the map up ahead. And it's one of those maps that you really need to learn how to play defense, because if you don't, you're just gonna get heavily punished once you switch sides.
I mean, Kurahan Metropolis or overall Search and Destroy is, I know for a fact you can agree with me, Cal. I mean, it's a toss up here for instead of Vitality. Either they can have a really good run, or they just end up fumbling, dropping the ball here. But fortunately for the side of the squad of Vitality is that Viper has been coming in pretty huge, and this guy is just making the most, showing that really just deserves to be on this, full pack squad here for the side of Vitality. Accelerate, the system is just a bit flawed. But if you want to talk about how they can match up in regards to the gunfights, it's right there. It's right there. They have what it takes.
Yeah.
It's just a bit of a gap between them and Vitality, all because of the map control. And when you have great map control, Cali, you're obviously going to be able to stand more gunfights in a map. Now, let's take a look at Search and Destroy Kurahan Metropolis as we're about to start. And it's going to be Accelerate here, starting on the offense.
All right, let's see what we got in store here. Accelerate, again, they got to do well with their sniper here on this map. Got to have a lot of information on that courtyard. That's where mostly the attacks will just try to ensue. And speaking of, the First Blood Reaper, Marvel, able to take down Vegas. That is the opposing end's best sniper. Around the back alley is where he managed to take that player down. So it's an early 4v5 situation with Vitality up by 1 player.
So far, Vitality is going to be pushing up pretty aggressively here on his A-bomb side. Kind of like predicting as well that Accelerate is going to try to funnel things up here on B. Now, player 5, Revel, gets taken away. Solo finds the frag. Now, Accelerate here is just dropping 1 by 1. Look at player 4 and player 5, though. Look at this. They're just next to each other. Shotzi's on top, down below. Sam's going to be on top. And this is just all going to come down to the best of timing here, man.
The bomb is down and goes. I mean, how do you even pick this? That's a 3 stack that Vitality did before he had to change his rotation. Nades are going to be thrown out. Courtyard attack going to be happening. Viper has spotted Shotzi, and Shotzi able to take on the charge, but now gets traded there by Marvel. And you can see Sam's just getting eliminated. Nice rotation that you're seeing for Accelerate, by the way. They just want to get in at the flank. But do you have enough time is the question. You only got 20 seconds time. You got to run for it, Forrest Gump. Got to run for it, Accelerate.
Run, Forrest, run!
Oh, no. Time is running out. They're about to get slammed. Tectonic Froning finds one, and just like that, Vitality wins it. Round number 1 belongs to them.
Just like that, man. I mean, Accelerate. Go for a commitment. 1 bomb site. Just barrage. Try to go for the challenge. Because you play pickoffs, you are up against Marvel, which was able to accumulate 3 kills in the process. Solo as well with 2. And looking like they want to go for this B bomb site push. Marvel meets them right at the end. But no shots whatsoever. They get this clearance now on his B bomb site. All going to come down to them, whether they hold their grounds and try to take this one through. Don't go for the challenge because Marvel, this guy's cracked.
Yeah, he's the First Blood Reaper. After all in Europe, right? Let's see how they're going to try to hold this. Accelerate needs to find a great defense here from Ghost. They still got some numbers here. Sam's. Oh, nice turnaround by Ghost to take down Marvel. The switch, the spray transfer works, and Sam's goes down. Shotzi on a 1v2 bomb. Getting defused. He needs to deploy a ploy here, but time is ticking. He just has to buy time. But Tectonic keeping it slow and steady. The IGL getting this round with for Vitality.
This guy is mad. This guy is furious. He just wants to get this one set and over with, but pretty close round still. All went down to a 1v2. Now let us see if Accelerate is going to play this one fast once more. I mean, that was their best odds already. Getting a break through the bomb site. But looking like they still want to play I, so take this one slower. And it's just all going to come down once more to Vegas and Marvel from each end to try to get the pickoffs.
I mean, looking at it, right, Vegas was kind of going up against Marvel for the past 2 rounds, and it hasn't really translated, so he decided to make another rap, right? Doesn't want to contest that back alley any longer. That's going to be a very bad spot for him. if he cannot maintain his life count in here, the odds of Accelerate winning grows pretty slim because we all know Vegas. He is the best sniper on this team. You saw him score the most kills on firing range yesterday, and if he can find a way to bounce back after that bad start today on this first 2 rounds, this team might just be able to earn their way back. But first blood happening once again. Marvel able to take down Extinct. This guy is everywhere.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Pickoffs after pickoffs. Solo we go. Viper as well. Shots to Vegas. Goodbye. Solo still wants to go on a spree. Tech from the back.
Oh
Gets
my
the spray
God.
down. Goes and revel. Wave your hands. Goodbye, boy. As Vitality riding V all across. Just wants to get this victory already.
I mean, I don't know where to start. I mean, it starts with the first blood. If you don't want to get picked off by any of the sniper from Vitality, just slam everything, right? And that's exactly what they're going to do here. Speaking of the devil, let's see what the post-plant defense is at for now for Accelerate. They finally take down Marvel. That's going to be pretty nice. 4v5, you got the numbers.
Oh my days. Damn sprays. Just takes away Vegas in an instant. Gonna go for another challenge here. From the back. Ghost holding this one down. Trying to get the kill. Will he be able to go for the challenge? Finds one on top as well. Tech is a tag away from going down. He's gonna be able to call for a reset. Viper in the back. Goes down. Goes! Oh my! Sit down, Vitality.
Wow, what a turnaround there, man. A 1v2 clutch for him. He was stuck on an island, and he managed to pull it off. And you really have to rely on someone like him, right? Look at that profile picture. It may look cute, but it looks dangerous. A tortoise with a freaking AK-47. Okay, now we're moving on to the next round. First 3 kills for Vitality on the first 15 seconds. Accelerate somehow. Going down 1 by 1. Extinct needs to find a shot. Connecting. Oh my God.
My face.
Quick flick on Solo and it's gone.
Look at the flick of the wrist. Shows up now. Accelerate.
They have the bomb.
Can we find some more? It's going to be 2-1 split here. 4% of Vitality. Tech is the Terminator that you don't want to go up against. Holding that angle down. Miscues. And he's going to go down. Now it's all going to come down to a 2v2. Come again, it's all equal. But I'm not so certain why Accelerate is not playing off together. Get closer. Play off those trades. Sam's gonna find a player to walk inside his crosshair, but the timing doesn't work to his favor. Vegas gets the kill. Now, Marvel all alone. 1v2. Can he do it?
Does he have the ice in his veins? First blood Reaper. Can he reap the last 2 souls for Accelerate? Extincts falls down. Vegas. He has been owned by Marvel on the first 3 rounds. Can he get the revenge? Pistol play for him. Marvel just ego challenging. No problem for Vegas as he managed to slide in to find the elimination. And we got a fight back happening for Accelerate after dropping the ball. Now they earn the last 2 round wins.
Destroy the
Here we go. Accelerate. Gonna be somewhat back on track here. They are going to go for a big push here on his A-bomb, so it's going to be Viper holding this angle down. The sniper, he finds one. He finds a double. Accelerate just walking into his crosser, but finally Vegas finds a trade. 1 for 2 is not really the best one you'd want to have. And the rest of the players from Zeta Vitality is going to take this long way route here from the back. But Accelerate is going to go for this B-bomb set as well. This is just reads after reads, Scally.
Okay, yeah, this is faking A, go B. Obviously, they knew that there was so much uncanny sounds on that A side. There was no fights, there was no players, so that was the right read. They thought that they are not going to have any engages from the front, so it's got to be from the back, so they really rotated to the B side. And reads like that, it's going to win you games to see how are they going to be able to hold this. B side right now looks pretty good for them, but the numbers game going to be favoring Vitality on this attack. Sam's Mr. Point Man attacking first. Vegas going to get picked down, and Solo going to drop Revel. It was a 4v3, and Vitality will be able to cash in 4 rounds before we switch the sides.
I mean, double round lead, not too much, still doable. But I'm pretty stoked up to see what can be the possible offensive take here for Zeta Vitality now. I mean, Accelerate. all went down to Vegas, really. And at the same time, Extinct. I mean, Extinct is dropping the scope. Has been able to get this one true, but the God Nade from Son of Marvel finds one here on his B bomb side, and that's gonna be less than the force here. Should be a bargain already. Tectonic gonna get the bomb planted. Now gonna be a 4v5, make it a 5v3, 5v2.
Oh my gosh.
Sam's find 2 on the feed.
Oh.
Shotzi stings out. Ghost all alone, wondering where his teammates are at. And Sam's gonna go for the push-up. Ghost can't do much. Gonna go for the punch down. Sam's Vitality gets a clean slate. It's just them winning a round with no casualties brought to them.
Okay, I mean, that was kind of fast, man. There was no regard for human life there for Vitality. They said, let's go B. No matter where you face it, let's just go B. Accelerate just couldn't handle that one, but let's see. How are they going to try to respond back? Well, that's going to be a nice response. 3 stacked that B side. Going to have every corner locked in. You got Vegas. He's kind of holding down up street. You got number 3 in Ghost. Just going to have some visible information on whoever tries to attack from the courtyard lane. But this game's just going very slow so far. I mean, Marvel. Now this time taking Vegas once again. I wonder how many first bloods he dealt and what's his number count on his duel up against Vegas right after this. We're about to find out, but so far it's a 4v5 situation. Vitality has gotten the numbers game. Should be able to attack soon, but not where exactly Accelerated predicted it to be. They're going to try to slam the A side.
Down. No players from the set of Accelerated is going to be right around. Push up, nades, concussions, going to get deployed. Not going to be put to any use whatsoever, but Accelerated gets the call as well. They're going to go for the rotation. Bomb's not yet going to get planted. This mine just turned into disaster here for the set of Vitality. Tech is going to go for it now. Holding his angle down, checks to the right, finds Tech. Missing the first 2 pumps, but finds the second batch to connect. And now Accelerated goes. Revel all alone here, playing around connector. Going to be able to go for a spray down. Sam's to go, finds the kill. So going to be Ghost here all alone with an R9. He finds another one. Okay, no way in hell.
Oh!
Go!
3-piece!
This guy! Who is this guy?
That's Ghost!
Bomb defused.
Out of nowhere there with the elimination solo. Wasn't ready for that gunfight. And again, some clutches that Accelerate was able to utilize, man. One on the first half and here on the second half goes with the 1v3 even better. So let's see if they're going to be able to hold it down here once again. They did a great job playing it patient and played for that retake instead of just sending someone to play that A site. When they were down, they just played heavily across one area on the map, then just attacked the site as a team. And it eventually overwhelmed Vitality, who even had a one-man advantage on the last round.
Very intense. Look at the formation here for the set of Vitality. Just ensuring no players is going to be sneaky, lurking from the back.
Yeah,
for the set of Accelerate.
All right.
Now it's going to be player 1 already pushing up. Extincts. Finds Solo out. And it's going to be him just kind of questioning, why did I push? Didn't have to. Defense now slowed up here on his A bomb side. And the misread here for Accelerate. Gonna try to go for this while Vital is gonna have this clear shot, but I don't think they get the call as well that no players from the side of Accelerate is gonna be right around.
Let's see how they're gonna be able to pan it out. Vegas has just been having it rough so far. Let's see if they can really turn it around. He spots the barrel of Marvel, jumps.
No
Gotta
way.
have to win this. Your angle is just gonna be a lot better than Marvel there. And he should be able to finally fit this off. There we go. Wow. Nice bounce back. Gets himself 5 eliminations. It's a 4v3 situation. Bomb is down at the B side with only 36 seconds left. Vegas and Revel. Last 2 players standing for Accelerate, and they all get picked apart. And Vitality will now have themselves the game point.
Odds and probabilities of a clutch, of a comeback. I don't know. But Shotzi needs to step up. Revel as well. Possibly only having 1 kill, and we're already on the 10th round. Revel, only 2. Moving in. Get to see. Drop down. Extincts. Finds Solo out. Sams finds a trade onto Extincts as well. A lot more kills here will be found over for the side of Accelerate. Now Vitality is just kind of like stuck in a rut. What do they want to do? The bombs drop here right outside of the B bomb side.
Viper can pick it up. It sucks though that you don't have your two high IQ players in Tekken solo in the game right now so far. But that's good if you're Accelerate, right? Vegas just having to deal with Viper on this angle at the back alley is going to be the huge factor. And look at Viper, man. He is just crawling like a snake here. Just trying to inch out on this. But Vegas is going to have the best angle. And this is going to be a bad attempt here. Marvel now, they're going to be making that push out the back alley. Vegas, here's that information. Players from Accelerate should make the rotation now as Vegas finds the kill onto Marvel.
Yeah, 2 in a row here for the side of Vegas. Can he find another one here? Bit of a challenge here. Sams finds another one off that first kill from the wave. Now it's going to be all going to come down to Viper here to in a 1v2. Come again. You don't want to mess with this guy. More than capable of clutching rounds after rounds up, but he needs to move in quick. 2 players now going to be pushing up here towards B lane. And looking like Revel and Ghost is just playing this one slowly. Looking like he is going to be able to find Viper out, holding his angle down. Should be able to get the spray down. But Revel, sneaky devil you are,
Not over yet.
finds the shot to connect. And looking like we are going to be able to see another round here for set of Accelerate.
Absolutely. Trying to crawl their way back here. And you see, if Vegas can really shut down the opposing sniper for Accelerate, they got a high chance of winning this. He took down Marvel, was playing at the back out in the last round, and it paved the way for them to win this. Ghost on an R9 was free once again. It's going to be useful. He's not going to expose himself, just playing this angle right here. They have caught down a couple of members from Vitality, and the best part about this, his position is not known by Vitality here so far, so if they plant the bomb, a potential 1v3 here. Gets one. Should be able to spray the second. Marvel in a deep spot, in deep trouble. Gonna get eliminated there. It's all down to Solo 1v2.
Oh my days, no way.
But
No way.
Attack for Extinct does not go through. Solo with the snap. Call him the Red Snapper. That will win it. What a game for Vitality and Accelerate.
Joking about Solo rocking the sniper, and he just hits arguably the best shot that we have been able to see here on this broadcast. Top it all off, 1v3. Remember his name. It's Solo. Give this man some respect.
You were
Double
shouting.
shot with
Yeah.
the Fennec turned around with a sniper. My days.
You were shouting. I thought you saw that one coming, man. Wow, that's just insane. He read that completely. And just like his profile picture there, that should be clip moment for him, right?
This Vitality squad, bro. Evolving every time I get to see them on a broadcast. Search and destroy. No 7-0s happened, but still not a nice fight here for Set Accelerate. It's just that I don't know if I can say it was a team effort. There was just like a lot of instances where a player just got the spotlight. Was it Ghost? Was it Solo? Was it Marvel? It all went down to those big moments there, Callie.
Yep. And Accelerate did not do bad, man. They did pretty good. It's just the hot start from Marvel that really disrupted their early game. Vegas was not really having it at all. Right, but it is what it is, right? You win some, you lose some, and for Accelerate, they just dropped the ball here against Vitality, but they really showed that they are more than capable of going up against the Juggernauts. They did win up against Revenant, they lost up against Vitality, and only God knows what they can do when they face Godlike in the coming tournaments that we have in Stage 4 India. And hopefully you guys definitely like what we had here for today, because that concludes our match pretty quick. And we'd like to see it happen, right? Any final thoughts, Warden?
I mean, no controls. We're like, what, 7 series in for this tournament. And we haven't seen the game number 3 notches yet. It all just been pretty dominated by a one team per series now. And as I thought that, you know, this might just be a stretch for this very series, because like we got to see Accelerate just showing up pretty insanely on yesterday's broadcast. It's just a total different level that they're in right now because of Vitality.
And that will conclude everything, right? Let's take a look at our league stage day 2 standings. Vitality with the win up against Accelerate. They now stand at the top with 16 points. Accelerate will follow up with the top 2 and Revenant there at the number 3, with Feline securing the top 4 spot to end this day. You also do have a shocking discovery here. You don't see Anthem fall down at the 6th place, but with only 4 players today, they did not win any of their matches and will look to try to bounce back in the next coming days that we got in the league stage.
Yeah, I mean, not to be said, I mean, Vitality is going to be able to take this lead. Accelerate is going to be on the trail. Revenant as well. Is going to be someone tied up here with Vitality. I mean, with Accelerate. Felines, I got my eyes on this squad. I can see really great potential. It's really just all going to come down to when can they step up as well and fix their system.
Yeah, let's see if that's going to be happening. We got more actions for you guys tomorrow, so don't miss it. Once again, this is Cali Gaming and Warden. You watch TUSSLE Thrive, Call of Duty Mobile India. Big shout out once again to everybody that stood in and watched our show. We'll be back for more action tomorrow at 7 p.m. India Standard Time. That will be 9:30 Philippines time if you are from the Southeast Asia region. And yep, thank you guys for having us here. Peace out.